Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and today we're doing something super fun and super different. We are playing some historic Brawl on Magic Arena. So historic Brawl is a format, it's been around for a couple years. I've mostly just ignored it and haven't played it, but recently they started adding some really sweet legends to Magic Arena, seemingly designed to make cool decks in historic Brawl, and some of these legends are legends that haven't shown up on Magic Online or didn't show up for a long time, like Prosper. So to get my fix of these sweet new commanders, I started playing historic Brawl for fun, and then I realized the format's actually just really fun to play. You see a lot of really cool different things. It's kind of like Commander for Magic Arena, essentially, as close as you can get, although it is a 1v1 format. So I figured maybe we do a historic Brawl video and just see how it goes. It's been like years since I made a Brawl video. So in part, I wanted to do this because I just want to see what y'all thought about doing some Brawl once in a while. I don't think it'd be an every week thing like Modern or Standard or Pioneer, even Legacy, but once in a while, some historic Brawl, let me know what you think about that in the comments. The other reason I wanted to play some Brawl is we have literally my favorite commander printed in the past year on Magic Arena now. It just came out, Go-Shintai of Life's Origins. And Go-Shintai of Life's Origins, oh, I love playing with shrines. And this is the best shrine commander I could even imagine. Like, Wizards absolutely nailed it. So Go-Shintai of Life's Origins, the big deal is whenever it or another non-token shrine comes into play, you get a 1/1 shrine enchantment creature token. And when you think about how shrines work, shrines are kind of like enchantment slivers in a weird way, where they all benefit each other. The more you have, the better they become. Go-Shintai is like so perfect for what shrines want to do. Take like Sanctum of Calm Waters. We get to draw a card at the beginning of our pre-combat main phase equal to the number of shrines we control and then discard a card. So Go-Shintai comes down, it's a shrine, it makes one shrine, and then as we cast our Sanctum of Calm Waters or whatever, we're getting bonus shrines from Go-Shintai. So that means Sanctum of Calm Waters just draws us all the cards. And every shrine works this way. Every single shrine we have cares about how many shrines we have on the battlefield. So the more we can make with Go-Shintai, the more spirit tokens we get with Honden of Life's Web, the bigger things we can kill with Go-Shintai of Seed and Cruelty. So we're playing Go-Shintai, we're playing all the shrines except for the Blue Mill one, which is just really, really bad. And then, since all of our stuff is enchantment based anyway, all of our shrines are Go-Shintai, we get a bunch of enchantment support, stuff like Seth's Sanctum Weaver, Idyllic Tutor to tutor up the right shrine for the right time, and that's essentially the deck. So I know you can't see the full thing on screen. Unfortunately, 100 cards, little too much for the deck tech to handle. But if you want to see the full list, or download it, or try it yourself on Magic Arena, it'll be in the description. Click on the link, download it, play it on Arena. It's a super, super fun deck. So I'm gonna stop rambling. We're gonna jump into some games and see 5-color Go-Shintai shrines in historic Brawl in action. Thanks for watching, everyone. Again, let me know what you think about doing a little brawling on occasion in the comments, and I'll be back in a bit for the wrap up. Looking to pick up some sweet, sweet Double Masters 2022 reprints while prices are cheap? Well, you can snag them all from our sponsor, Card Kingdom, by heading over to cardkingdom.com/MTG Goldfish. Much Abrew About Nothing time. We are doing some brawling this week for the first time in a minute. This is a pretty bad hand. We're gonna mulligan. All right, well, I mean, this has a shrine in it at least. I mean, this hand's actually kind of good if our stuff lives. We'll see. We don't play Brawl that often, but I could not resist checking out Go-Shintai of Life's Origins. It's just such, I love this card. One of my favorite cards Wizards has printed this year, I would say. Ornithopter of Paradise. Well, play the land, and we could just run this out and make our opponent have it. If it dies, it's gonna be a minute before we can recast it. You know what, let's just play card draw shrine. I think that's fine. Beginning of our pre-combat main phase, draw, essentially loot at this point. Once we get more shrines, it becomes actual draw. Dimir is usually not too good at dealing with enchantments permanently. All right, they can bounce them. That is a thing they can do. Opponent passing. Well, breeding pool. I mean, I guess just tapped, and then opponent could be leaving up a counter. That seems possible. Yeah, let's change it up and play Setessan Champion. And pass the turn. Opponent, oh my god, they're playing rogues? Oh my goodness, they're a rogue deck? Okay. Rogues in historic Brawl, eh? In your end step, draw a card. If your layer bear has more cards in it than a target opponent, otherwise mill 5 cards. Okay, gonna get in and hit us, sure. Oh, I think they have the rare. They're thinking about ninjutsuing Zerasan and stealing Banishing Light, I guess. All right, they do have it. There's Sand, hits us, gets to seal the Banishing Light, gets to Banishing Light. It's a Tessin champion. That is annoying. I mean, they have nothing to steal at this point. Yeah, play Sanctum, pass the turn. A banana naps. All of the Storm Giant. And all right, runs out. Their commander gets in, hits us, no blocks. So this might mean that we need to Wrath here, unfortunately. All right, so we get to loot. So 1, 2, 3, cast this. 1, 2, 3, 4, Wrath. You know what, let's discard a land. I think this works. So we discard the land, 1, 2, 3, Shrine number 2. Land. Day of Judgment, sweep the board. Pass the turn. This slows our opponent down at least. And we get to keep drawing cards. Opponent, no idea what this does, but okay. Until your next turn, whenever a creature attacks you or Tasha, put a -1/-1 counter on it. All right. Sure, opponent takes up. I mean, we can potentially kill Tasha, or at least keep it in check with this Vanishing Verse. All right, we will draw cards. Are we anywhere near Ruinous Ultimatum? Not really. So discard Ruinous Ultimatum. Play the land. Play another shrine. Pass the turn. I mean, we're slowly building up. Target opponent reveals cards from the top of their library until they reveal 3 creature cards. Put those cards on the battlefield under your control. The player puts the rest in their... Or put one of those cards on the battlefield under your control. Permanent has hexproof. Well, all right, we're gonna have to discard this land just to keep the loyalty a bit low. We're not in a position where we can kill it in the near future, but it's not gonna do much for a while now. Actually, like, ultimating it isn't even that good against us, I don't think. Well, all right, so we gain life. We draw some cards. Yes, we would love to draw 3. Discard Explore. So opponent can run this out, but then we're gonna wanna kill it, which means discarding a land. I really wanna Go-Shintai when we can get value out of it. And we don't really wanna discard the land. All right, I think what we do is Vanishing Verse, Vanishing Light. Get back to Tessin champion. Play the land, Borrowed Time. All right, that's fine. Opponent killed it, but this means they're not flashing in their rogue, so we're fine with this. I mean, with this many shrines on the battlefield, we just gotta keep staying alive and doing our thing, and we will outvalue our opponent at some point. Like, takes up Tasha. All right, opponent's gonna try to get some card draw going. Well, we gain life. We draw some cards. Yes, please. We need white. Discard the swamp. Enchantress's Presence. Go-Shintai. Draw Triome. Land untapped. Kill Tasha. Pass the turn. So opponent gonna do some milling, maybe some drawing. No drawing. All right. Well, this is looking good. This is looking good. We have this Brilliant Restoration, which at some point is gonna be ridiculous if we can resolve it. And our shrine count is huge now. We're up to 5. Like, oh no, you can't kill it. You can't kill it? Oh my goodness. Okay, so we gain 1 million. Like, this is where shrines is so good. Oh, and Heroic Intervention. Yes, we will draw 5. We will discard a land. Arcane Signet. Shrine. Draw a card. Make a shrine. Play the land, and yeah, I guess we start attacking. Hit ya. I mean, I feel like we're in pretty good shape here. Now, even if our opponent has something ridiculous, we have this Heroic Intervention. Opponent mills us. Oh, I really want a Brilliant Restoration. Oh, opponent is all about trying to mill us out here. I mean, the fact that we're drawing so many cards is helping with our opponent's mill plan. Ooh, there's our Overwhelming Splendor. Wow, if we resolve Brilliant Restoration, Replicating Ring, sure. I mean, our opponent could maybe mill us out. It's not impossible. Let's discard a land, kill the crab. Just in case. So if we ever get our opponent to tap out, I think we just Brilliant Restoration, and it should be game. Overwhelming Splendor's good. Multiple oh, it'll be absurd. If we resolve it, it will be absurd. All right, grab down. Opponent. Oh God, runs out Brazen. Okay, well, I think the time may have come. The time may have come for us to win this game. So yes, we will draw 1,000,000. We will discard Binding the Old Gods. Brilliant Restoration. Yeah, that's going on you. And get a few shrines and blow up your rebuilding. All right. And now bonus comes it up. Okay. Well, we managed to turn our opponent's mill plan against them there. Oh, this deck is sweet. Go-Shintai is just like such a sweet card. Such a sweet card. Well, all right. Let's do another one. That was sweet. Much Abrew About Nothing time. We are brawling this week. Well, we'll see. A little worried about how aggro a Kaza deck could be, but we do have our Ram Shrine, and we do have life gain. Like, if we can stabilize and live for a bit, this hand's not bad. Well, here's Kaza. Yep, we get smacked. Well, play the Triome. Yeah, play the Triome. Awkwardly, we don't actually have white mana for next turn. Opponent, Island, and gonna do some Rampage. Gets and hits us. Well, we can get down our Ram Shrine, which is sweet. That'll make us some mana for next turn. Opponent, Island, and got a lot of mana. Got a lot of mana. I don't think I've ever played against Kaza in Historic Brawl before. I actually have no idea if this is like a strong commander or not. All right, so you level up Wizard's class to draw cards. The last level seems a little scary. Opponent passes, eh? Well, make white mana. We can really only do one thing still. What is that thing? That is the question. What is our one option? I don't think it's Go-Shintai at this point. We'd like to play a Shrine, but our opponent had the ability to draw 2 cards and chose not to, which makes me think they definitely have a counter here. Yeah, let's play Life Gain Shrine. All right, so there's the counter as predicted. Well, tap land, go. About it untaps. Mox Amber, a little bit more mana. Levels up to draw a card. 2 cards. Ah, we really did want that Shrine. Are we getting crimmed? Do people crim in Historic Brawl, apparently? Opponent taps their Kaza. Oh, that's a legal card, I guess. We are not playing Time Warp. We're not that kind of Historic Brawler. Also not playing any fake cards. Also not that kind of Historic Brawler. We're playing in Historic Brawl as real can be. You can build this deck in paper should you choose. Honestly, didn't feel like the best Time Warp, which is nice. If they just keep chaining extra turn spells, I'm gonna be a little... Opponent, that was the worst extra turn, but sure, that is legal. I guess we know what Kaza does now. Apparently you just play every extra turn spell. Although really, those were not very impactful extra turns. That levels up for 3 now? What is going on? Oh, this is way more playable when you get to the last mode for 3 instead of 5. Passes. We get a white mana. Still pretty pinched on mana here, awkwardly. We will play a land. Sterling Grove. Play Go-Shintai. Opponent counters it. Oh, does not counter it. Okay, this is big because these have Shroud now thanks to the Sterling Grove. So maybe our opponent's just gonna combo off somehow and kill us, but they can't target any of our stuff except for the Sterling Grove. So our shrines are pretty safe here. Taps Kaza. Okay, bounces the Sterling Grove. Yep, they're thinking about copying it. That's a bad idea. All right, so they bounce the Sterling Grove. We get some shrines. Opponent brazenly borrows. Gets a counter thanks to Wizard's class. Goes attacking. Down to 18. Excited about actually having some mana next turn. We've been so pinched on colors. All right, so we will add white. 3 mana this time. We could get back the Shrine. We need this to tap properly. Please, Arena, be good. Okay, 1, 2. All right, Archon of Sun's Grace. We need some flying blockers here. This really just is an extra turn deck. Oh my god. This has been super fun. How many extra turns are legal in this format? Is this just like unfortunate that our opponent has drawn like 10 out of 10 extra turn spells? Beacon Bolt, our Go-Shintai. Yeah, back to the command zone with you. We didn't even get to play our land because of that discontinuity. Opponent gets in, hits us for 5. Down to 13. We draw Xander's Lounge. We'll add some white mana. Banishing Light. Alright, bounces our shrine. Copies the Brazen Borrower. Well, this has been something. This has really truly been something. I think this means we're just dead. Yeah, well, that is unfortunate. What a draw for our opponent. I'm curious. I'm gonna have to look this up. I'm actually curious. Historic Brawl, extra turn. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and then discontinuity. All right, so opponent's just, yeah, all right. Opponent casts Expansion Explosion, sure. Well, that was, I think our opponent's CHBing, is that a thing? Is that a thing, the CDH version of Historic Brawl? Definitely trying hard with all those extra turn spells. Well, that was not the most fun I've had playing this format. Much Abrew About Nothing time. We are doing some shrining in Historic Brawl. Well, I guess we're just trioming for the time being. Spar's headquarters, go. I mean, this hand's fine once we get going. Triome, go. No shrines, but hopefully Sethis will find us some at some point. Shit. All right, opponents. Opponents got the meme going. Shadowborn Apostles. Well, we'll play Sethis. Dimir's Garden. So we are gonna have to make sure our opponent does not get 6 of these. If they get 6 of them, it will be a problem. All right, another one. And another one. Well, okay. I guess if they just fully have it, then they get us. But we're going to Steam Vents untapped. Go-Shintai. So opponent would have to go land, Shadowborn, and then they could get a demon. No attacks. Yeah, I mean, if they go land 2 Shadowborns, they can get a demon. Although then we can Void Rend it. Vanishing Verse, our Go-Shintai. Obnoxious. Back to the command zone with you. About it. We need some shrines. Oh, if we Supreme Verdict, we probably just win. That's not super fun, though. This makes shrines. Well, play the land. Yeah, let's play Naturalist, draw a card. Go-Shintai, draw a card. Yeah, we'll get in with a shrine. If our opponent trades with one of these, we're fine, because then they're further away from demoning us. Is this the turn? Are we going to see a demon? I like the idea of what our opponent's trying to do, where Lisa can get all your stuff back. That is pretty cute. Now let's explore. Put a Triome into play. Opponent's deck looks interesting. Yeah, Haunted Ridge. Do some attacking. Still, like, kind of okay with our opponent trading here. And then make a couple spirits. So if our opponent goes to play Shadowborn, then we probably Void Rend it. Yara, okay. Drains us. We played Shadowborn for against odds, and this is exactly my experience with it too. That it's pretty easy to get close to doing cool things, but it's very hard to actually do the cool thing. Now let's Stormcarve Coast. Go-Shintai. Ooh, there's a shrine. Oh, that's a good one. Make more shrines. Pass the turn. I think we need to leave up the Void Rend this turn. We are still a little nervous about our opponent just getting us with a demon. Although really, like, what are they gonna get? What's the best demon they? Oh, opponents. Okay, giving up on the Shadowborn plan. It seems like. Oh wait, just kidding. Is not giving up yet. All right, drains us. I wonder what the best commander for a Shadowborn Apostle deck is. Fracture. All right, kills our Go-Shintai. Annoying, I say, annoying. Passes. Okay. Well, Honden of Seeing Winds, draw a card. Triome, do some attacking. What a weird game. Opponent takes it down to 18. This time we will make some spirits. All right, here comes Lisa, I assume. Maybe we'll have to try to build a Shadowborn deck. Actually, let me know, what do you think of Historic Brawl content? We never really play Historic Brawl, but I've been playing it a little bit for fun recently, and it's usually actually a pretty enjoyable format. I'm curious. When there's an interesting new legend or a spicy deck. All right, yeah, well, there goes our shrines. Well, now we're just drawing a card. It is a shrine, though. And Enchantress's Presence. Oh, this is so much mana. All right, Enchantress's Presence. Sanctum of the Stonefang. Go-Shintai. Draw some cards, play the tap land. Well, our opponent did the wrathing for us, so I guess we don't have to worry so much about something horrible happening. It's fortunate that they wrathed before the Lisa came down. I guess if they didn't, we were gonna draw like 10 or something. We were gonna draw a ridiculous amount of cards. Opponent, Godless Shrine, 4 Towels. All right, so we get to draw 3 and 4 and drain. I'll play the land. Hallowed Haunting. Shrine. Yeah, hit ya. I guess we just pass and leave up the Void Rend again. Discard 1 and 2. I don't think we're gonna need the Onto Inversion this game. If anything, we're kind of like Wrath Flooded. Supreme Verdict, Farewell, and ooh, that's what our opponent's doing. Okay, spicy. I like it. I like our opponent's deck. It looks fun. Still have not had great experiences making Shadowborn Apostle be good, but it does look fun. All right, Shadowborn's for days. Opponent passes. We draw a ton of cards. Drain you. Add, I guess, green mana. Go-Shintai. We are going to make the shrines work. If it's the last thing we do. All right, make some shrines. Arcade Signet. Swamp. All right, opponent done. Well, that was interesting. I like the idea of our opponent's deck. I do. I wonder how you support this. Rally the Ancestors, Mass Reanimation. Oh, they were close. You could see that was exactly what happened when we played Shadowborn against odds. You get up to 5 of them, and then you don't draw the 6, and then you're like, oh, I guess I got to do something else. I can't just wait here forever. And then you start sacking them or whatever. They get killed, and then you draw the 6th one, and you never actually get a demon. That's the way of the world when it comes to Shadowborns. But that was a sweet match. Much Abrew About Nothing time. We are brawling this week with 5-color Go-Shintai shrines, and I'm kind of scared of Miirym. Miirym is a frightening commander. This hand is interesting. I like that we can wrath away the dragons. I dislike that our mana's pretty sketchy. Hammy War, okay. Well, that'll be good someday, perhaps. So we need to draw lands / ramp. Ugh, Arcane Signet, yeah. So opponent's got their ramp. Oh my goodness, and a Mox Amber, okay. Well, at least that's green mana. That's a start. That's a start, opponent. Actually, I don't think we even play this Weaver of Harmony at this point. Orb of Dragonkind. Because if we play it, it's just gonna die to our Wrath, which we're gonna have to spend on this Miirym. Oh, that's a creature shrine. All right, tap land, go. All right, not the fastest start. A little jealous of our opponent. What we need is to actually get to the farewell. If we can farewell away all the artifacts. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, all right, that's mirror mana. Opponent plays the dragon and a gold hound. I want to let it live and then wrath, but that's so risky. I think we just need to, oh, we don't have double white. Oh my God. Okay, well, it's definitely living. Oh, I forgot. Oh, I figured with all those triomes we were good, but apparently we are not. Oh no. Oh no, this is bad. Oh, I just think of these as City of Brasses, but they're not. They're not City of Brasses. All right, that's a good one. ×2. Well, we need to draw white source, and we need to draw it like literally right now. Okay, well, the downside of 5-color decks, honestly, probably should have mulliganed that first hand, I think. I think keeping the hand without, well, I don't know. We kept a hand with no ramp, basically, and got kind of punished for it. Opponent, that was kind of the fill, as close to a fill start as you can get in Historic Brawl, where they had like 3 ramp spells into a really good commander. The sad thing is, if we had a second white source, I think we just win. The farewell just ends our opponent there. Like, they lose all their mana, they're not gonna recast their commander, but I mean, that's the downside of playing, ooh, Shrine Mirror. That's the downside of playing, no, opponent's on the play. That's the downside of playing double mana cards in a 5-color deck. I think our deck's like reasonably good at casting our normal stuff, but when it comes to double, oh, now we have double, triple white, all the white in the world. Where were you last game, opponent? Well, this should be interesting. Shrine on shrine action. So opponent gonna start draining and Roaring Earth. I'll play the land and Setessan Champion. It'll be interesting to see how much different our opponent's deck looks than ours. So on one hand, obviously, if you're playing shrines, you're playing all the shrines. That's kind of a given. Yeah, I mean, I guess we do this to draw a card. Get rid of the shrine. Well, this might be a freebie. I kind of feel bad because I want to see our opponent's deck and see how different it is than ours, but our opponent just, yeah. Unfortunately, kind of did what we did the game before. That game, our opponent kept a risky hand as far as colors in it and got max punished. Well, those were two very quick historic Brawl games in very opposite directions. One of them, we did nothing. The next one, our opponent did nothing. Miirym looks legit. Oh, Miirym. Maybe we build a Miirym deck. Dragon Amonicon. Ooh, I almost never, and maybe it's just me, but I almost never see Planeswalker commanders in this format, even though they seem good. This hand needs a land. As long as we get a land, though, we got some ramp, we got some card draw. All right, that is a land. Well, tap land, go. Opponent. Into the north. All right, so ramping into the Huatli. Getting Hawat in here. All right, let's run out the Enchanter, I think. Get our card draw going. I mean, if they play Huatli, it does nothing, and then we just Banishing Light it, probably. Meathug not very good in this format. So we played only cards that exist in paper. There's no digital only cards, but it gets a little bit wonky when it comes to stuff like Meathug Massacre because it does exist in paper, but it's like been errata, so it doesn't actually work the same. I don't know how to take that into account. Ooh, is this life gain Huatli? Guardian Idole. Well, let's just play the Sanctum, draw a card. Shrine 1. In theory, we could get, ooh, all right, more ramping. In theory, we could get like 14 shrines on the battlefield, I think. Oh, 15 with our commander. We don't have the Mill Shrine. That's the one shrine we're missing. So opponent does some ramping. We draw a card. Play Jetmir's Garden. I guess we hit you. So Huatli, +1, loyalty for each creature you control. -1, pump for each creature you control. -8, draw a million cards. Basically, permanent glimpse of nature. The emblem's actually really good. When it was in standard, we had a couple opponents got so much ramp. Okay, getting slightly scared about the amount of ramp our opponent has. I will admit, this is the triple ramp start. Plays a land. Come on, one more. Show us ramp spell number 4, opponent. Foretells. Green, white. Ooh, angels. Well, we can probably Meathug Massacre the angels away. So let's think about this. Add green. Go-Shintai, draw a card. It is kind of annoying that arenas sounds randomly go off, isn't it? Play a land. Yeah, I think we just Guardian Idol. We too can ramp, hit you for 2. Well, let's see. I assume this is make a million angels, but it would work with the token theme of Huatli. I don't know what else you foretell in Selesnya. All right, there goes our commander for now. Well, we're not getting angeled yet. Oh, and this isn't even a shrine. we got Oakode. Elspeth, all right. What's Elspeth doing? Taking up on this, well, that's, I don't think this is gonna work out for our opponent because we can just kill this and then kill the Elspeth. Ooh, and a shrine. So we get 2 mana. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, let's add black. Haunted. Draw a card. I do think we got to kill the Soul Warden awkwardly. Banishing Light. Get rid of the Soul Warden. I am a little scared of Elspeth. Play the tap land. Kill Elspeth. Well, I mean, even as an elk, Go-Shintai can do some work. Oh, opponent. Is it angel time? No, Vorinclex time. Okay. Hits us for a bunch. Well, opponent's got to discard their hand. I'll make green. Enchantress's Presence. Draw some cards. Weaver of Harmony. Draw some cards. Is this still legendary? It is. So this costs... Well, Destiny Spinner, draw some cards. We want to make sure we can deal with the Vorinclex. There are ways that our opponent just like plays a Planeswalker and ultimates it and wins. So we want to make sure that we have interaction to stop the Planeswalker ultimate from happening, basically. All right, pass the turn. So we can wait till they play like a Planeswalker and then just Ottawa the Vorinclex. Yeah, let's just Ottawa it. Pick it up, pick it up. And that actually probably just wins us the game. I don't know what's going on with this foretell card. I don't know what they foretold and are not casting. Oh, okay. I actually don't know if this is good for you, but okay. So they still don't get to ultimate the Planeswalker, but they don't have to recast Vorinclex? Sure. Ticks up. Discards nothing. Oh my god, Overwhelming Splendor. Actually, I mean copy it? Let's copy it. Add white. White. Oh, this feels so dirty. I don't even know if it's worth doing yet. You know what? Let's just play Shrine Steward. Get Sanctum of All. Play Sanctum of All. Draw some cards. Actually, let's attack with Go-Shintai. We actually kind of want this to die. I mean, we're about to generate unbeatable shrine value here. It is about to get very bad for our opponent. Opponent needs Farewell. They need literally Farewell. Oh, Rabble Rousing. I do love Rabble Rousing. I like the idea of our opponent's deck, although maybe all that ramp they drew was actually bad. They just drew all ramp and no actual threats. Opponent takes up Huatli, sure. Goes to combat. Hits in, hits us, does some rabbling, sure, down to 15. Well, we get to untap. We get some triggers. Weaver of Harmony, Sanctum of All. Oh, this is so good. Library. We will get a card draw shrine. And library. Kill you shrine? Yeah, let's get the Sanctum of Stonefangs. I guess we do need to win the game at some point. Get a bunch of triggers. Oh, do we win right now? Oh, we definitely win right now. All right. Well, just to make sure. Sorry, opponent. Well, yeah, Sanctum, Weaver of Harmony. Pretty good with Sanctum of All. It's a combo. It's a combo. This deck's pretty sweet. I like this deck. Much Abrew About Nothing time. We are brawling this week. We haven't played Brawl in a long time, but I don't know, let me know. What do you think about rare Brawl content? We're not gonna become brawlers and do this like weekly or anything, but once in a while when we get a sweet new commander, I don't know. I didn't play Historic Brawl for a very long time. And then I started playing a little bit for fun and I actually kind of like it. It's actually like, it's kind of a fun, cool, relaxing format. You get to play all these cards that don't show up anyplace else. I kind of am enjoying it, but yeah, let me know what you think about more brawling. Yeah, let's get down Puffy McGee here. Jukai Naturalist, technically ramp, kind of sketchy ramp because it can die, but this does make our Wolfillow Haven free. Well, go to combat, hit you for 2. And I think we just play Enchanter, actually. This is probably better. Get the card draw going. So I assume our opponent's somewhat controlling. They are Esper. Like, if you build an Esper deck, you're going to be somewhat controlling just by accident. Ooh, Chromatic Lantern. All right. Now let's turn this Godless Shrine into a Triome. Draw a card. Play a Shrine, draw a card. Play a Weaver of Harmony, draw a card. Okay, Jukai Natural is actually pretty sweet. Actually pretty sweet here. Did some serious work. Get in, hit ya. Down to 16. Please don't wrath our board. We're getting close to Cammy Warring. Actually, can we? Alayla. Can we Cammy War? Does our mana work? No. Well, today we learned, in that case, play the land, play Go-Shintai, draw a card, copy the trigger for double shrines, hit you with the naturalist. I mean, we're kind of going off. Go-Shintai is so good. Actually, you know what's been super impressive is Weaver of Harmony. The games where we've drawn Weaver of Harmony, we've just went off. Really, really, really just went off. Opponent, do you have a farewell? Opponent needs something farewell level here. We're 1 mana away from perfect mana. And also 1 mana away from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, from Overwhelming Splendor, which would be kind of insane. Mirror Shield. So opponent's just going to try to Voltron up their Alayla. I don't know if this is going to work. Hexproof, when a creature with Death Touch blocks or become blocked by it, destroy it. All right, and then kills Go-Shintai, sure. Well, back to the command zone. Boon. Wow, stand aggro, hits us. All right, well, let's cultivate. What are we missing? I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter because we have World Tree. All right, we'll just grab whatever, put a land into play, mana perfect, play the land. Yeah, get in with the naturalist, keep gaining life. Yeah, I guess we just pass. I mean, next turn we can Overwhelming Splendor. We have the combo. We've never drawn them both at the same time, but Overwhelming Splendor with Knight of Souls Betrayal gets them. Gets them. It's just like the hard lock for creatures. Ooh, Dance of the Manse. So I think if our opponent taps all the way down, we probably just Overwhelming Splendor and win. I don't imagine our opponent keeps playing after that. Well, we'll see. Esper Sentinel. Sure, they are. Well, maybe we actually got a Wrath. It might be Meatball time. Meat Hook X1. That seems worth it. Actually, you know what? Whatever. Overwhelming Splendor is way sweeter. Overwhelming Splendor, you? Pay the 1. Ability's gone. Everything's a 1/1. Land tapped. Yeah, I mean, do some attacking. We haven't drawn many shrines this game, but it's been working. Well, now all we need is the Knight of Souls Betrayal. We got the actual lock. Overwhelming Splendor is a brutal card. I mean, Humility is a brutal card. This is twice the mana, but it only hits your opponent. Is this like a salty card? Are you not supposed to play this in Historic Brawl? I don't know the rules of Historic Brawl. I know in Commander there's some. All right, so opponent gives us a treasure. Well, now I guess we are gonna have to Wrath. Actually, we can Cammy War the containment and get it back. Maybe that's the play. Conclave Tribunal. Thankfully, this naturalist has gained us a ridiculous amount of life. Opponent hits us a bit. Ooh, Sanctum of All. Ooh, okay. I think we Cammy War. Pay the 1. Get rid of the containment. Get back the Splendor. Oh no. Oh, is it not attached? Oh, is that a punt? Well, that's not ideal. Okay. Well, we learned a thing. That was awkward past the turn. Huh. So apparently with the curse, so it was turned into a treasure, but it was still on the battlefield. Ouch. But it was still on the battlefield. When we turned it back into a curse, it wasn't enchanting anyone, so it died. I assume that's what happened. Well, okay. Bounce Chromatic Lantern. Now we definitely got a Wrath. Discards Chromatic Lantern. Wrath your board. And then I think we just Sanctum of All. Sanctum of All, start tutoring up our shrines. Sanctum of All. Yeah, we'll hold on to Beseju. Beseju seems good here. Opponent's got a lot of artifacts and enchantments. We might actually need that. All right, so we're back to even for the moment. Dealt with the big board of Alayla tokens. All right, it's back. Sure. And then equips, sure. Search our library. Let's get Sanctum. I think what we're setting up for here is mass reanimation. So we get to flip our Kami War, draw some cards, discard. Sethis. Go-Shintai. Draw a card. All right, the shrines are adding up. We are adding them up past the turn. So what's in our graveyard for this Brilliant Restoration? Overwhelming Splendor, Weaver, Naturalist, Sigil, Arcane Signet, sure. Boy, you know what just racked? We don't even really need the Overwhelming Splendor. Oh God, Cure Best to See God. That is something we must deal with. That is an issue about it. Passes. Well, search the library. We're at 24. What do we want? Just more card draw? I mean, I guess you never go wrong with more card draw. Make some shrines. Draw a ton of... Oh my God, Eerie Ultimatum. Double trigger. Boy, once you get the Go-Shintai going, these token shrines are so good. We will discard a shrine. Are we gonna mill out? That might be an actual concern here. Discard a shrine. Besiege you. Get rid of Cure Best to See God. Go to combat. Attack you. Get back something, unfortunately. I think we just wait till next turn and discard a ton of hand size and then reanimate our deck. I think that's the plan. All right, we get a shrine. Opponent. I mean, they got chump blockers for days. Oh, it has trample. That's actually a lot of damage. Opponent takes it. Do we play a land? We have not. All right, pass the turn. I mean, we're just setting up for a very good turn next turn. You, and you. Discard 11. Oh, the problem is our opponent might just scoop before we actually get to Eerie Ultimatum. It would be so good. Opponent kicks, sure. Like, our opponent might just literally be dead here. Hallowed Haunting, pretty good. And here he's binding. Oh my goodness, they're not gonna be dead. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, this is the turn. This is the turn we've been waiting. Oh, this is going to be so good. Opponent gets in. Let's see if Arena survives this. I'm not convinced that it will, but we're about to find out. Oh, no. How many cards are in our deck? Are we milling out? Oh, okay. Draw some cards. This is actually becoming a problem. Draw some cards. Search our library for Life Gain Shrine. Double trigger to make more shrines. We have 36 cards in our library. I think we have to say no and no. And then what we do is break Arena with Eerie Ultimatum. Oh, this is so good. Oh, this is spectacular. Wow. We have so much in the graveyard and it is all coming back. This is the dream. Yes. You will get the Overwhelming Splendor. Here they come. Get a million triggers. Borrowed Dimir. Oh! We're going to lock them too. Wow. Well, that shows what the deck can do. That was pretty good. That was probably the most spectacular game that we've had with the deck, honestly. Opponent did their thing. They made a ton of Layla tokens, but the shrine value once it gets going is just, it's over the top. It is over the top. It's so powerful. So, all right, brawled them. Sweet. So what did we learn this week about Go-Shintai shrines in Historic Brawl? And most importantly, what did we learn about Historic Brawl? And I gotta say, Historic Brawl is just a really fun format to play. The downside is there's no ranked mode, so if you're trying to like climb the ladder or whatever, this isn't the format for you. It's not a ranked format. It's not really a competitive format. It's more of a fun format. It really is trying to be Commander on Magic Arena. And while it'll never really be Commander because it's only 1v1 instead of 4 players, it actually is pretty similar, and it does do a really good job of creating that experience with the 100-card singleton deck. You never know what's going to happen, and I think based on our matches, we played 7 games with the deck. You got to see just how wildly diverse this format is. We played 7 different commanders. We played decks doing all different things. We played against aggro decks. We played against a super spiky, like take all the extra turns Kaza decks. We played against someone else that was trying to play shrines. So we really got to see this huge diversity of play styles, and it's just a really fun format to play. As far as the deck itself, I can perform pretty well. Like, the downside of Shrines is it can be a little bit slow, and it is 5 colors. We saw some of our losses was just to our 5-color mana base, especially that game against Miirym, the Dimir Dragon Panharmonicon thing, where we had the Wrath in hand to like save the day, farewell away the board, get back in the game after our opponent got off to this really fast start, but we just didn't find the double white mana to cast it. So that is a drawback. I mean, we have fixing, we have, you know, Chromatic Lantern, we got World Tree, we got ways to find lands and Gifts of Paradise and stuff. So we do have fixing in the deck, but that is still a bit of a challenge. On the other end, we got to see the beauty of the deck as well, and its upside, which is, while on one hand, it's almost unbeatable once it gets going. Like, once you get a few shrines on the battlefield, it just snowballs so hard. You draw all the cards, you kill all the things, you gain a ton of life, you make a ton of tokens, and it's really, really difficult outside of like a Farewell or something for most decks to keep up with. And Go-Shintai is just amazing. It's so perfect for that because it puts so many shrines on the battlefield. And then the upside of being a 5-color pile, yeah, the downside is sometimes we can't cast our stuff, sometimes we lose to color screw. The upside is we just got to play all the sweet spicy cards we wanted. We get to play Cammy Wars, we get to play Eerie Ultimatums, we got to see the Eerie Ultimatum go off, we got to see it reanimate like 50 permanents or something and just win the game. So you can just jam whatever you want in the deck. Obviously, like, the more enchantment focused it is, the better, because most of our support in the deck is based around enchantress effects, things to tutor up enchantments because of how shrines work. But really, if you got a favorite card, a pet card, feel free to throw it in the deck and it's probably gonna work. The deck has a decent amount of ramp, it has a decent amount of card draw, so just jam in whatever cards you like and you're probably gonna draw it eventually and have it do really cool things. Also, quick shout out to Weaver of Harmony. That card really impressed me to the point where maybe we gotta revisit that one in standard after rotation, because the games where we had Weaver of Harmony, like double triggering Sanctum of All, or even double triggering like our mana producing shrine, we just really went off. So I don't know, I like the deck, I like the format, but I want to know what you think. What do you think about doing some brawling on occasion? What do you think about the shrine deck? If you want to play it, if you got ideas, if you have your own version of shrines, definitely let me know in the comments. If you want to take this version, the deck list is in the description. Feel free to snag it and update it and play it and have fun with it, because it is just super fun to play. If you like tons of value, if you like drawing all the cards, if you like kind of weird janky tribes and themes, this is like the perfect historic Brawl deck. So anyway, that is Go-Shintai Shrines for historic Brawl. That's been our Much Abrew for this week. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon.